I'm Gia with Blackbird Botanicals, and today I thought it would be fun to make some products with rosemary essential oil. This will be our oil of the month. If you haven't already, head over to our website, blackbirdbotanicals.org, join our mailing list, and that's where you can find the blog that will come out later today or by the time you guys see this for sure. So we'll make a room and body spray called Focus that is offered also on my website. That is all natural, made with rosemary, orange, lemongrass, and grapefruit. Really fresh and bright and uplifting. I thought for spring. And then last month was our essential oil of the month was lemon. So I thought it'd be fun to make a Rosemary Lemon Lip Balm. That's going to be with soy wax, shea butter, coconut oil, really a smooth, creamy, nourishing lip balm. So stay tuned and let's get started. All right, so let's get started. I've pulled all the stuff that we need to make our product for the room and body spray. We'll do that first. It's a little less messy than the lip balm, so I thought we'd start there. A few words real quick about small business, at least that I've learned so far. You got to make do with what you got sometimes. I bought a microphone. It's the wrong microphone, so my apologies for the sound, but we just work with what we got sometimes, and that's how we roll. So without further ado, let's look at what all we need to make the spray. I've pulled everything out, like I said. We're just going to make 4 today. So I use a 4-ounce amber glass jar. I also have the mixing pitcher. I am going to make everything in here. We're doing 4, so 16 ounces of product in here. And then I have the funnel to then get it in the jar when it's ready. For the product itself, I use a witch hazel base. I prefer Thayer's. It's a bit pricey. So what I've started to do is cut it with a lavender hydrosol. Now, what is hydrosol? Hydrosol is basically water that's when essential oils go through their extraction process, it's steam distillation. True essential oils are extracted through steam distillation, and when that happens, what's left over is water that has all the same benefits as the essential oil, just not quite as concentrated. So I am using a lavender hydrosol to cut. I'll also be using a polysorbate 80 in my room and body spray. It's not necessarily something that you would need if you were just making something at home. It sounds daunting. It's not. It's basically just a dispersant. As we all know, water and oil don't mix. So when you're mixing these essential oils with something like water, you need something to help it disperse. And so polysorbate 80 does just that. You only need a few drops, put it in, and it helps the products mingle. Marry? I don't know. You know what I mean. So without further ado, let's get started making our product. I think I'm going to do a 60-40 cut with the hydrosol and the witch hazel. So we would do, let's do 10 ounces of witch hazel. Yeah, 10 ounces of witch hazel, and then 6 ounces of, just about 6 ounces of the, there goes 10, hydrosol, because then we can make room for the oils and a little bit of that polysorbate 80. Oh, I haven't opened this yet. Okay, so we have that hydrosol. It smells lovely. Just really light, not a strong scent. And like I said, we're going to add 4 ounces of that. Add that polysorbate 80. So I'll use 8 drops. My recipe is going to be, it's about 12 drops of rosemary essential oil per. So we would do 48 drops. Okay. And then lemongrass essential oil is amazing. really detoxifying are the properties of lemongrass. Super detoxifying. It is a strong oil, so it can be overpowering if you use too much. And when I say too much, I mean more than 1 drop. So I'm only going to do 4 drops of the lemongrass. I can circle back once it's made and add more if I feel it deems necessary, but it is quite a strong oil. Citrus oils, I love. You can't really go wrong with them. They help bind, if you're ever in a situation where your blend isn't coming together, I find adding a little bit of citrus can sometimes help with that. In food too, oddly enough. Okay. With the orange and the grapefruit, I add about 8 drops each. So that would be 32 drops for this recipe. So another 32 of the grapefruit now. It's starting to smell lovely. And then we're just going to mix that up. You don't really need to get crazy because with this particular room and body spray, there are specific instructions to shake very well before use. Okay, so now we're ready to transfer it to our bottles. I'm just going to take our 4 bottles and get them lined up to fill. So easy, y'all, and it smells so good. Yes, it's very bright. I chose this combination for focus because one of the main benefits of rosemary is for memory and concentration. Has been studied and researched that the use of rosemary over time can help with memory. So I chose that to go with focus along with the, oops, I'm getting a little messy. Oh, that's why. Sometimes, I mixed it with the orange and the grapefruit because they're uplifting and they give you a boost of energy, which is also great for focus. A lot of times we just can't focus because we're tired. So, the bright scent of the citrus oils can also help with that. And then lastly, the lemongrass just kind of gives it that real detoxifying feel with that bright lemon. Lemongrass also is known to help fight off mosquitoes and bugs. That is offered or I do use it in a bug spray that I make. It's not yet on the website, but as we get closer towards summer, I will have that on there. But it's lovely, and it has the lemongrass and some citronella, of course, eucalyptus, thyme. It's a beautiful product. Oops, I'm getting messy. Okay, so we'll put on the lids and add the labels and move on to making the lip balm. I've already sterilized these jars. Anytime you're working, as well as the area that I'm working with, anytime you're working with, anytime I make products, I try to sterilize everything, wash my hands, put my hair up. And then I use gloves when I make soap, and I use gloves when I make skincare, because that will be coming in direct contact with your skin, and in this instance, your lips. So you want to make sure everything's sterile and ready to go. I will put on gloves once I start making the product. But just to show you guys this stuff first, these are sterilized. They're ready to go. So I will put them aside for when the product's made. And it's just a 0.5 mil pot. So it will be a small batch, but it really goes a long way. Now what all is in this? Okay, so we've got our 100% natural soy wax. So that'll be the main base of the lip balm. It is lovely and smooth and creamy and 100% natural. And then in addition, we're going to be using, this is a shea butter lip balm. I love shea butter and the way it feels on the skin and the way it performs. I've used this Yellow Brick Road shea butter, pure unrefined raw shea butter for several years, and I really like the way that it performs. So we'll be putting that in there, as well as some refined coconut oil. You can use unrefined. I've worked with both. I find that the refined allows the scent that I'm trying to create come through better, whereas the unrefined has more of that coconut back scent, which I don't necessarily want coming through in this product, but it is natural and organic, and we're going to use that. And then again, from Plant Therapy, I have my lemon essential oil and my rosemary essential oil. All right, so we are going to glove up, and I'm going to turn on the stove real quick, get the double boiler going. I'll bring y'all over there. And first, what you want to do for the lip balm is put in your wax and melt that down till it's just about translucent. Let's see if I can just take you guys over there. Okay. So here we go. We have the double boiler and all the things that we need for that. Hopefully you guys can see good. So 2.5 tablespoons of the 100% natural soy wax. Get that going on the double boiler. And I have it on like medium high. The soy wax is pretty resilient, so it's not like you can really burn it. But it shouldn't take long to get going here. And we'll tune back in to add things as time goes by. All right, so this bad boy is starting to melt. Getting a little bit translucent. Some wax on there. So now we're going to add 1.5 tablespoons of shea butter. The shea butter can get pretty sticky, so I've kind of shoved it in there, and then we'll have to scoop it out a little bit because it's kind of a serious thing to work with. So we got 1, and then we'll do another 1/2. Yeah, there we go. So put that other in there, and then we're gonna add the coconut. It's affordable. Nowadays, everybody's trying to do fancy stuff, which I get, but sometimes, you know, less is more. IMO. All right, so coconut oil, do 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. All right, and then we're gonna let that chill together, or I guess in this instance, heat together. Give it a little stir. Just kind of let it go and let the delicious shea butter melt into the wax. And okay, it's just about all melted down. So we are add the essential oils of rosemary and lemon. I'm gonna be putting in, you know, a ton of essential oil into your skincare products. So I'm gonna add, we got 4 pots. So we'll probably do about 12 lemons and maybe about 20 rosemaries. I might be low on rosemary actually. Okay, so yeah, we'll put in our rosemary. Okay, we got more rosemary. Have no fear. Rarely am I found without rosemary. It's one of my favorites. So we're doing 20 drops of that. Let's see how that smells once we stir it in. You want to incorporate it pretty well. This isn't a product you can shake like the Room and Body spray. So, you know, it kind of is what it is once it's in there, and you want to make sure it's all in there together. And you want to make sure that you add these essential oils when the temperature of the wax is hot, off the grill, so to speak. Because it will help them disperse into the wax and oils much better, incorporate in. So I'm going to give it a sniff. Oh, it smells so nice. It's just so fresh and herbaceous and lovely. So I think we're ready to pour that. Just put it right into the pot. but I think we're good to go here. These will set up, like I said, about an hour or so. So we'll leave them to do that. So I'm gonna label my Room and Body sprays now. And I think maybe I'll make a montage for you guys of me putting together the final touches. Just about set up. It has a little ways to go, but for sake of time, I'm just going to show you guys. We've got our room sprays all labeled and ready to go. So those are ready to get on the website. And then the lip balm is just about set up. It's not quite there yet, but I've gone ahead and done the labeling like y'all saw in the montage. And those are ready to go. And this concludes our exploration into the lovely essential oil of rosemary, this month's oil of the month. Over the years, I've come to think of essential oils as people or having personalities. And I think rosemary for me is kind of like that favorite aunt or grandma that you just love to be around. You don't maybe see very often, but when you do, you feel grounded and refreshed, and you're full of lovely memories from the past. And that's just how I feel about rosemary. But what I think I'm gonna do is put these 4 lip balms, these 4 rosemary lip balms, up to the first 4 people who order off our website, blackbirdbotanicals.org, will get one of these lip balms. So go ahead and order now. We have a lot of beautiful spring things in. And if you could be so kind as to do all the things like subscribe, share, tell a friend, I really appreciate it. And finally, I'm going to leave you all with an affirmation. All of our orders that come through Blackbird get affirmations, and I want to leave you all with one. I'm going to pick one randomly, and this is what we get today. I am courageous. I am courageous. So thanks, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in.